Howdy folks, this is Grungrug Games bringing you a World of Tanks video on the Spahpanzer, the relatively new German light tank that replaced the awful Panther. So far my first impressions of this tank are that I like it. I don't have very much. These are my first 3 games, so they're not the best. I'm basically stock. I've got the second engine, first gun, stock tracks, stock turret. I have the guns unlocked, the autoloader and the 90mm Macer, but I can't equip them without the turret, so I'm stuck using the 90mm stock gun. But it's pretty effective. I mean, it's got decent penetration and good alpha. Reload time's a little off-putting, especially since this tank doesn't have very good mobility unless you're going downhill. I see this MT-25 coming up on me. I lock on, take a snapshot, and then I drive because I know I've been spotted. If he didn't see me, he proxy spotted me because he got so close. Take a hit and as I flee and miss my shot. But I see that this flank is starting to fall because they're pushing hard on the 1-2 line. I come around and I see this juicy T-71. Take a pot shot, first shot misses. That's disappointing. I do like the gun depression over the side of this tank. It's a lot better than over the front. I'll put a good shot into the T-71. Take return fire from his team, so I back around the hill. He drops off, but can I get the shot? Can I get it? Yes, I get him. Take him out. Now I see the Panthers pushing up. I try to lock on, but this gun has a slow muzzle velocity for a non-howitzer, so locking on, especially at that distance, wasn't my best bet. But now I have to flee, so I lock on, take another shot. That one hits. I take fire as I try to escape, and I just narrowly avoid 2 or 3 shots. Take another shot in the ass as I run between these buildings, hopefully to drop off the detection radius of those enemy tanks. Now, my team has pushed north, but to no effect, it seems. They're not doing anything up there, not anything useful, they're just kind of sitting, and I think they're returning to try to defend artillery right now. I'm just trying to get spots on anybody who might be pushing around cap, but I'm also trying to stay undetected. I know that there's some enemies up on this hill over here, so I push around and spot 2 enemy tanks, and I take a shot at this T-34-85, but it was far too late. And I seem to have the same trouble with this M8, or M4, E8. The artillery got to him before I could hit him. And so, I'm sitting behind this building, thinking about my next steps, thinking I really don't like the fact that that guy's still there. And as I think that, he gets ammo wrecked, blown up the next time he gets spotted. There he goes. So I say, well, I gotta defend the cap. Now it's safe to push up and around. But I forget that there is still enemies camping on that hill behind me. Take a shot at the Challenger, trying to hit his engine deck, but the artillery finishes him off, so I don't have to worry about any module damage. And I move up to try to spot this Comet for the artillery, and at this point is where I realize I fucked up. Still not thinking about that guy camping hill behind me. Comet spots me, and the dude, BSU 100, behind me shoots me in the ass, takes me out. And that was my first game. And my second game is again on Karelia this time, and Not the best matchmaking, but not terrible because I'm in a scout tank, so I'm used to it. Scout matchmaking and all. I feel like I'm gonna play this game pretty cautionary. I don't want to push up too far. I don't want to make myself a prime target because this tank just doesn't have the armor, especially at this tier, to get magic bounces. I mean, it can. It can get those super lucky bounces, but it's not likely. I mean, everything overmatches my armor at this point. And so I'm just gonna push up a little bit up here and sit up on this hill and let my camo net and binocs do my work for me. And again, this displays the weedy engine I have in this thing. I mean, even the upgraded one isn't much better. I think it only provides me another 35 horsepower. And the engine really is inadequate for the size of the tank. But, you know, you work with what you got. I'm not seeing anybody. I'm not spotting anyone. And then the leopard appears. Take a snapshot at him, or a lock-on shot at him. And I miss, of course. I'm not at 100% crew yet on this thing because, like I said, first 3 games. And now I'm testing the gun depression over the sides of the tank, which is quite nice. Not really paying attention to what's evolving around me as far as the battle's concerned. Again, not much in the way of spots. Doesn't seem like anybody's trying to push mid, which is to be expected. I mean, they are on defense, and we are trying to push for their flag. It's assault, so I'm just not having any luck hitting this leopard. And the team takes him out. Again, the slow muzzle velocity prevented me from doing any damage there. That my crap reaction time, but you win some, you lose some. Or you hit some, you don't hit some. And again, I'm not seeing anyone. Not seeing a damn thing. Huh. Wonder where they'll show up. That is the nice thing about this gun, and all the guns you get on the Spahpanzer. They're pretty good at doing long-range work because they're 90mm anti-tank guns. The Spahpanzer was a reconnaissance vehicle that was equipped with a 90mm anti-tank rifle, and didn't see any combat though. It was just a prototype. I like it so far. In World of Tanks, I like what they've done with it. I hit this KV-2 and knock out his engine, providing a good shot, good clean shot for the artillery. And the AT will get spotted soon, I believe. He ends up complaining in chat, the enemy AT-8, complaining in chat about artillery. You know, I don't really mind artillery in the game. It kind of creates camping situations, even though it was supposedly designed to stop camping, which, yeah, that worked well. But I think it's a needed mechanic in the game, artillery, because, I mean, they had them in real life, and they are self-propelled guns that are armored fighting vehicles. I mean, yeah, it sucks that you get blown up when you are doing anything if you're not in artillery cover, but you know, that might be your own fault for not moving or not evaluating the fact that there are already on the enemy team that you need to be worried about. But I think they greased the wheels of the game, in my opinion. I see that another leopard has appeared, and I take a shot at him, do some good damage, get a nice hit, drops off radar. I take a second shot at him, as soon as I reload, but I see the cloud in the background, which means I must have missed him. He must be relocated. Either that or, I don't know, I must have missed, but is what it is. And I move up to try to get a shot at this object 7 something. I can't really see it. I'm watching the game in a little tiny window trying to commentate. I move up. I think it's an object 7. I believe that's what it is. Yeah. I take a shot at him, but I don't have the penetration to go into his armor and do any damage, so I back up and try to not be shot at. That's all you really can do in light tanks, is take a shot and then hide. You don't want to be out there confronting the enemy for too long. And I get into the cap. I know that I won't cap out in time, but might as well sit in it for a second. Try to get some shots at this Waffenträger. He pops out, I take the shot, hit him, fall back. After falling back, I don't spot anyone else, I don't believe, don't see anyone else, can't hit anyone else, so we just win. We win. Yay, no damage to me. Not the best game in the world, but I never claimed that any of these 3 games were the greatest. I think I only do about 700 in all of them, except for one of them where I do 1,000. But the next game is also on Karelia, and this time it's just a standard battle, and I'm gonna end up pushing north, I believe. I'm sorry, folks. My voice is messed up today. I'm kind of sick, so I'm trying the best I can for y'all, though. Excuse me. But yeah, I push north to try to spot for this Ferdy, and I don't really have any luck spotting anyone. Like I said, I don't have the upgraded turret, which means my view range is not 400, I think it's 344, and my crew isn't 100%. I would like to have a situational awareness crew, full camo crew, on this tank. I think that would make it really good first line or second line sniper, but I really start to do some work later in this game on the Tiger. It just kind of trundles out. You'll see that later, though. For now, I'm checking behind me to make sure no lights or mediums have pushed up into that northern corner, and I got spots on the hill, but I hesitate, and that costs me doing any damage to these E25s because they're going to poke the ridge, but only just slightly, and I lock on instead of just firing when I had a good shot. And now they're gone. Chance wasted, but that is how you get better in World of Tanks, is you can watch your videos, watch your previous mistakes, see what you've done wrong, and try to do better the next time, which is what I'm all about, doing better. I'm by no means a super unicorn. I mean, I could probably reroll my account and make my stats go up higher, but I don't, I'm not into that. I ain't about that life. I'll let my skills speak for themselves later, you know. But I'm not getting any shots on anyone over there, so I start focusing on the people who are spotted down here. And here's that tiger I was talking about. Now, this hill is blocking my line of sight to him, but it's also blocking him from seeing me, and I'm trying to use that to my advantage by not moving and hoping that those E25s aren't still up on that ridge looking over my direction, because that could end very badly for me. Their rate of fire is just incredible, and I really don't have the health to take 3 shots from both of them. If they were both to put 3 shots into me, I'd be dead. And I don't want to die, so I haven't moved up. Now I decide, it looks like they're pushing south, so the enemies are pushing south, so might as well start moving up. I don't feel like those E25s are still going to be there. Put a nice shot into the Tiger. He sees me. He hits me just barely. If I'd have kept backing up a little bit, I would have dodged that. But I'm still in a good position to put effective fire into him. Put another shot into him, full health or full damage shot, and I pick up the kill for just a little bit of damage at the end. And so he's done. I figure, you know, it's time to move up. I think those E25s were still up there, though. I think they just took a pot shot at me. Either that or it was artillery. See this KV-1S, and I lock onto him. Again, a bad decision. I have a bad habit of occasionally locking on at range. And so I missed the shot, which is terrible, because I could have picked up some good damage there. But you live, you learn. You win some, you lose some, as I said before. 'Tis what it is. Like tis. Anyway, checking out the gun depression once more. I'm loving that gun depression over the side. It's going to be advantageous in a number of positions I know I can get into. I'm not having any shots at that tank destroyer over there. I still aim at him though, and he dies. It's time to move up. I see my opportunity to flank around, maybe get the artillery. Downhill, the tank can pick up some pretty good speed, the SPIC, Spahpanzer. I do like that because it allows for tactical positioning for good escapes, you know? Being able to park your tank backwards on a hill and just drive down it when you're getting shot at, pick up some good speed to get away. I see this SPG and I want the kill, so the speed I picked up translates up this hill and lock on, take the shot, he's out. Tiger 2 hits my side, almost kills me, takes me down to 20 or 25% health. I get some cover from him, Ferdinand or somebody picks him off, and that's game. If you enjoyed the videos, please like and subscribe.